What's up, everyone? It's your host, Xavier Smith, and I'm so glad for you to be here with Lifestyle Leaps. Today, we're going to be talking about cash flow in 2022. And upon my study, and I did some research, and I found that everyone in the world, America, UK, Japan, Eurasia, Europe, Asia, no matter what, they're going to fall into four categories when it talks about making money. And so we're going to highlight those categories on this episode of Lifestyle Leaps today. Inflation is something that's going in 2022, but believe it or not, the only people that are affected by it are the elite, the middle class, and the lower class. Yes, everyone is getting affected by inflation. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It's all about how many streams of income. And so in this episode, that's why we're going to talk about cash flow, the cash flow quadrant exactly, to help you guys and myself further dive into how we can maintain success within our communities. Here we have the cash flow quadrant, which was created and identified by Robert Kiyosaki. If you have not read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, then that is a must cop for 2022. Whether you're in high school, middle school, or even college, this is a read that you want to get. If not, if you're even after college, get this book for your family and friends. But Robert Kiyosaki is a godfather of finances within the American community ever since this book, and he helped millions around the world, if not multi-millions, learn how to better analyze, adapt, and pivot to look at cash flow. And so here we're going to talk about what we call the cash flow quadrant, right? This is something that, again, everyone in the entire world, out of 7 billion plus people on this planet Earth, right? Everyone is going to fall into one of these four categories. The first category we're going to talk about on the cash flow quadrant are the employees. Now, this is this is going to make up 65% of everyone within the population. Right? This employees branch is going to include the working class, people that are getting paid minimum wage. If you file a W-2, you are an employee, right? There's nothing wrong with being an employee, but there is something better or great with being able to analyze and assess where you fall within this quadrant. So employees make up 65% of the quadrant, but these are going to be the people who work at Walmart, Target, Foot Locker, Apple, whatever, you name it, right? These are going to be your employees that make up 65% of the entire global workforce. Now, next you have your sole proprietors. These are going to be 30% of the entire population. These are going to be people like your barbers, your nail techs, your food truck owners, anybody you know that's self-employed, right, that has their own business, right? More than likely they are a sole proprietor. Now, the difference between an employee and a sole proprietor is an employee is getting paid a wage, a sole proprietor is getting paid a salary. But right, the sole proprietors have to be there in order to make money, right? If I'm a barber, I can only make money if I'm in the shop cutting hair. If I'm a nail tech, I can only get money if I'm in the shop doing nails. The same is going to apply for any self-employed business where you have to be there in order to maintain the income. Now, after that, you're going to have 4%, right? And these are going to be your business owners, right? These are going to be your CEOs of Walmart, Apple, McDonald's, and YouTube. Any other global corporation, you name it, these are business owners. Now, the thing about these business owners is they don't have to be there in order for their business to run. The CEO of Walmart is not sitting in a desk every day behind in Walmart HQ, right? Walmart is going to run every single day, whether he's in office or not. So business owners are literally people that are still working for themselves, but they're in a higher position where they have less responsibility. Now, that's not saying they don't have no responsibility, because they have adversity, they have challenges, and they have problems that needs to get solved on a daily basis. But believe it or not, these business owners do not have to be in office every day for them to make money or for their business to make money. And so lastly, we have the 1% of the entire world. So if you heard anyone talk about the 1%, the extremely wealthy, the extremely rich, then these are going to be your investors, right? These are going to be people that invest in stocks, Forex, options, crypto, and real estate. Understand, your investors are people that are unlike any of these other three categories, because these three categories, business owners, your sole proprietors, and your employees, they work for their money. Now, the investors are 1% of the entire population, but guess what? Their money works for them. So when we talk about cash flow quadrant, I want you to ask yourself, where do I fall within this cash flow quadrant? And understand wherever you fall is okay, but now you have an understanding of where you are and what you stand on when it comes to the business aspect of your finances. So this cash flow quadrant is going to help you identify who you are, where you fall when it comes to the cash flow quadrant. Now, next I want to talk about something that's extremely important, and that's going to be MSI. Now, your MSI is just a fancy acronym for multiple streams of income. So like I said earlier, it's not about how much money you have or how much money you make, but it's about the multiple streams that you have attached to your bill. And so in times like the COVID pandemic or in 2022, the recession, understand that people with one stream of income, right, are some of the most people that are struggling to maintain today's economy. So we want to talk about multiple streams of income because I have a saying: one income is too close to none. If you get fired from that job, if you lose that asset, if you lose access to that one stream of cash flow, understand the hurt that you're going to put yourself in. With this multiple streams of income, understand that this is where you want to be able to ask yourself, how many streams of income can I add to my belt? Whether that's a side hustle, whether that's starting your own business, whether that's anything that's going to create a new form of income. And for most people, they're going to start investing, right? Investing in the stocks, investing in the crypto. Even though you see the market doing what we call a correction, we see the market at an all-time lows. Crypto, we see at an all-time low. We see the stock market at an all-time low for within the last 10 to 15 years. Understand that that's going to happen again. But if you have only one stream of income, then you're 99.9% going to be affected by the next recession. It's not about this recession's happening. It's about knowing that they are going to happen and preparing. So understand, when we talk about multiple streams of income, the importance of understanding, never limit yourself to just one. You should be aiming to have at least 3 to 5 streams of income on an annual, yearly basis. So in case 1 or 2 falls out, you still have 3 ways to make money. So again, this is going to be the last of this episode where we talk about cash flow in 2022. But I hope you guys stay tapped in as we talk about more financial importance or more financial literacy that's going to help the masses in our community get to the next level. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Pay attention. I'm out.